you in the club?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Kaylee, and today I'm showing you how to make a Pikachu beaded keychain like this one. The first thing you'll need is a keychain like this one, and also some cord. And you want to measure and cut this to 48 inches. Take a piece of tape and wrap it around each end of your cord, and also trim it a tiny bit at an angle. This is going to make it a lot easier to thread through the beads. Next, fold your cord in half so that it creates a loop on one side. Then feed your loop through the keyring like this. Take your two loose ends and feed them through the loop. For the first row, I'm going to be using 5 yellow pony beads. Feed all 5 onto one of your strings, and then using the other string, loop it back through the beads on the other side, and then pull everything tight. The first row is done. And next I'm going to be making Pikachu's ears, so you'll need 1 black bead and 2 yellow. Starting with the yellow, feed these onto one of your strings, and then take that string and feed it through the 2 yellow beads and all 5 of the yellow beads from the first row. Now I'm just pulling that string tight. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. 2 yellow, 1 black. So I looped it through these 2 yellow beads, and now I'm coming through the other 5 in the middle. So now we have the top of Pikachu's head and his ears. And now we can work on the next line. Next, you'll feed on 1 yellow, 1 black, 2 more yellow, another black, and 1 more yellow. And then once you've looped those on, kind of line them up like this, and take the other string that the beads are not on and feed that back through the row that you just made. And once the string is all the way through, we can pull it tight until it meets the first row. See? Those are his eyes. For the next row, I'm going to be using 1 red, followed by 2 yellow, 1 black, another 2 yellow, and a red. So line those up again, and then loop your other string through that row that you just made. So back through the red, the 2 yellow, the black, 2 more yellow, and another red until it comes out on the other side, like so. And then pull it tight. Now you can start to see Pikachu's cheeks and his little nose. For the next row, I'm just using 7 yellow beads. And just like before, pull it tight, lay that row up against the one from before, and take the string that the beads are not on and loop that back through the row that you just made. And then pull everything tight again, and now your design should look like this. The next row will be another 7 yellow beads. Take your other string and loop that back through the 7 yellow beads you just put on. And now I'm going to add 2 more yellow beads, and these are going to be for Pikachu's arms, but this time instead of looping it through all of the ones that I just put on, I'm only going to put it through the second one plus the 7 yellow beads from my previous row. And what that does is creates a little arm. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So for his other arm, I've got 2 yellow beads on. Using that same string, I'm going to skip the first bead, go through the second, and then also through the 7 in the middle. And pull that string tight. Now we've got his 2 little arms, and it's time to make the rest of Pikachu. For the next row, I'm going to use another 7 yellow beads, and then just like before, line those up to make it easier, and stick the other string that doesn't have any beads on it through that row that you just made. Now we're going to create another row of 7 yellow beads, and then loop the other string through that row. So next what you're going to do is you're going to bring that wire back through, and you're going to be skipping the first one. You're going to stop and leave 2 more on the other side. And then pull that tight Okay, and next we're gonna need 2 more yellow beads, and I'm gonna string one on one side and then go back through these 3 middle beads right here. If I can, I'm really hoping I have enough string. So now that I've done this, I'm thinking you might want to do a string that's like a little bit longer. And now it gets really hard to pull that string through because it's been wrapped through. That's why the tape makes it so much easier. Just keep pulling everything tight until it looks like this. Okay, for this last part, we're going to finish off Pikachu, and what I'm going to do is take these last tail ends and just loop them through his little foot one more time and pull that really tight. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I just looped those back through, and now what I'm going to do is use my glue gun and very carefully just put a little bit of hot glue into the center. Now if you have enough room at the end, you can tie a knot and then trim the ends. But since I didn't leave enough room, I'm using the hot glue gun method. But be really careful not to burn yourself. And then once it's dry, I'm just going to trim these 2 ends. And then once you've trimmed the ends, your keychain is all done. Alright guys, if you want to see more fun craft tutorials like this one, just click on the thumbs up. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite Pokemon Go character is. This is Kaylee for DCTC, and thanks for watching!